Baking with measurements. Maths doesn't need to be boring and old-fashioned. It can be fun and delicious. Whether it's in your science class or by telling the time, we use measurement every day and in every way. Step 1. To make the picture-perfect cupcake, we need to find a recipe. Aha! What's this? A cupcake book. We will be using 7 different ingredients. We must then make sure our oven is accurate and correct. Without the correct temperature, our cupcakes might turn out undercooked or overcooked. We will be turning our oven on 180 degrees Celsius. Perfect. Next, we must line our muffin tray with 12 cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The next step will be to mix the butter and caster sugar together. We must measure the butter so that it equals 110 grams. But if each block contains 100 grams, how will I measure another 10 grams? I must make sure the scale is always on 0 grams so that we know it is exactly 110 grams. (100 grams). By chopping 10 grams of butter and adding it to the 100 grams of butter, it will equal 110 grams. Perfect! We will now place the butter in a bowl. We must add the caster sugar. So we will need to cut the caster sugar packet open. We will now take the caster sugar over to our scales once more. Once again, making sure our scales are on 0 grams, we will pour the caster sugar until the arrow reaches 225 grams. Perfect! We will then add the caster sugar to the butter. We will now mix the butter and the caster sugar together. We now are using our measuring jug. We need 120 millilitres of milk, but on our jug we can only see 100 millilitres. What we are going to need to do is fill the milk up to 100 millilitres in the jug. Nearly there. Perfect. Now I will get my measuring spoons and I will make 20 millilitres. 15 plus 5, that's 1 teaspoon, will equal 20 millilitres. Next, we will add the vanilla extract to the measured milk. We have to measure 1 level teaspoon of the vanilla extract to the jug of milk, stirring. We'll stir them together. The next step is to measure the plain flour. We will need 125 grams of plain flour for this recipe. Perfect. We will now need 150 grams of self-raising flour. Make sure once again your scale always starts on 0 so that our measurements are accurate. We then must sift the flours together and add the flours to the butter mixture. We must now mix the flour, butter mixture and milk all together. We will now add the mixture to our cupcake cases. To make sure we have equal amounts in each case, we will begin by measuring 1 heaped tablespoon into each case. We can always add more later. We would like them to be 2/3 full. Now that they are 2/3 full, we will place them inside of our oven and then start our timer. We would like to bake these cupcakes for 25 minutes. We can also use a clock if we don't have a phone, and keep an eye on our time. 25 minutes. Yay! Our cupcakes have risen! Now all we have to do is enjoy them. We hope you like baking them with measurements and we'll see you again soon.